When the Everglade National Park was dedicated in 1947, it was the first of its kind in American history. This large piece of land was protected not because of its scenic beauty, but for its unique ecosystem. The ecosystems found in the Everglades are in constant flux, ever-changing. Natural factors such as water quality, fire, and weather contribute to the changing of the ecosystems. Human activity, such as the introduction of invasive species and disturbance of the natural processes, also play a factor into the very changing ecosystem of the Everglades. 1.4 million anglers a year enjoy fishing in Florida.
That's a gar there.
Oh, yeah.
You got a gar. Now watch out, he's got teeth and they're slimy.
I've never caught a gar before. This is cool. Check out the teeth on this little gar. Gar pike?
Gar, I don't know if they're gar pike. I just call them gar. I think they're spotted gar is what they are.
They're very different looking from the North American gar.
Yeah.
They're an interesting looking fish. How big do they get?
I've seen them up to 3 feet long swimming around. You know, this is a small one. And so, you know, I don't like to handle the 3-footers because they're way too squirmy.
And they might bite you.
And yeah, they might, if they get a hold of you, they'll tear you up pretty good.
Well, can I hold them? Do you mind?
Yeah, let's here, give me the rod. You gotta hold them tight. There you go.
There. Oh, he is a feisty little guy.
They're strong fish.
Let's get him back in the water so
Prehistoric, they've been here for a long time.
It feels very, like the scales are tough.
Yeah.
It feels almost like a snake, like I'm holding
they're
a
armor.
snake.
They can live, they can breathe air a little bit. I think they have how long they actually.
The Florida state record for a Florida gar is 10 pounds caught in the Everglades. This catch is also the IGFA all-tackle record.
He's on.
He's on.
Where'd he go?
He's coming at you. Sometimes they'll run at you like a smallmouth. That's a decent one.
There we go.
Watch
Don't
that
go in the
grass
grass.
patch. There you go. Bring him around. He's diving for it.
Oh yeah, not letting him. I made that mistake my first time. So what do these guys eat? This is your Florida fall, so what would they eat this time of year?
Well, this time of year, I kind of call the Florida fall as it's kind of like a pre-spawn to me because the fall is so short that they kind of move into fall and then feed up for the spawn. So right now, I mean, we're catching them on topwater, which is kind of imitating a shad. And they're feeding on those, but they'll start feeding on crawdads and things like that to get the protein up so they get ready for their spawn.
They fatten up a little bit.
That's it.
All right, let's get them back in.
All right.
The largemouth bass is also known as the black bass.
Oh,
That's the one we're looking for.
monster! Yes! Look at the size!
Might need the net for this one.
Oh, I thought nets were for girls.
Okay, we don't need the net.
No, I'm grabbing the net.
All right.
This is amazing. Is this the one that you saw?
Yeah, I think it might have been. Yeah, you ready? There you go.
Ah!
Watch that hook.
I don't care about the hook. I just want the fish to get in.
He ate it pretty good. Yeah, there we go.
Holy.
Look at the belly on her.
She is huge.
Yeah.
Let's face the mouth to the camera. Show the viewers. Like I could put 2 of my fists in
Yeah,
there.
that's a Florida strain largemouth for you.
Right here in the Everglades.
Oh yeah, this is where they are born. This is where they're from. Everybody wants them in their state because they grow big.
This is amazing. Unbelievable. Okay, let's release this one. This one's it's a typical size.
Yeah, well, yeah. I mean, this is a good sized fish. You know, it's probably a female. It looks like she might be developing some roe in her. So we'll release her and
get her back out
let her
there.
have some babies.
I think she's a little stunned right now.
Yeah, she'll take off in a second.
That's a beautiful fish.
Oh,
Holy
yeah.
cow.
Just ease in the water.
The largemouth will generally spawn in the spring. The males will protect the eggs on the bed until they hatch.
Hammer it. Got one on.
Yeah, not a giant.
Yeah, still a good size. Oh, I know. They're right down the middle.
Yeah, it seems like it. There's another good one on the top water. Ah. Oh, he followed it.
Oh, you got him?
Yeah, it's a little guy. I thought it was bigger than that.
Oh, they smashed them pretty hard.
Oh yeah, they crushed the top water. I think I shocked him when he hit it the second time.
No, it's so neat. Huge.
Oh, there's another one right there. That was a big one.
He's really not that big. But he's a big fighter.
It's almost as big as the one I got.
This is like bait to the one you caught.
Yeah, I've seen big bass eat a little bass like that.
They chase each other. The fragile area.
Yeah, let's see. There's the little guy. There he is.
There are roughly 425,000 acres of sugarcane in the southern United States. More than half is in the Everglades.
One thing I learned about bass fishing down in Florida was you've really got to beef up your line. When you're fishing down in the Everglades and you get a 3 or 4 pound bass on, there's a chance that they might bring it into the heavier weed and you might lose that fish. So it's good to have a good heavy line on there versus fishing in open water when you can have the lighter test. You don't have to worry so much about losing that bass. But with all that structure, it adds the extra challenge. You're gonna wanna beef up your line. Well, the day's come to an end. We're out here on the Everglades and we're doing some topwater action with largemouth. We saw some gators. Mark from bassonline.com, thank you so much. I couldn't have done it without you.
Oh, it was a great trip. I appreciate you asking me to come out here. I had a great time.
Yeah, we weren't even out that long, maybe a couple hours, and we got a lot of fish, so you'll be seeing me back here.
Great, I hope so. We'll have to catch some more big ones.
Yeah, definitely.
Big City Fishing is brought to you today by Jack Link's Beef Jerky. Feed your wild side. And by Fisher Girl. Catch the passion.